Hey, frenemies.
Hey, best friends. I'm Claire.
I'm Yana.
Welcome to
My Best Friend's Book Club.
And we are almost done with... Oh my God,
Sunburned.
almost.
No, we're literally
we are done.
done.
I don't know where that came from.
If you haven't been following along, this is a major spoiler episode. So, don't listen if you don't want to be spoiled.
Also, I have noticed a few people plugging in the middle of a season, and this is just a general PSA, obviously do whatever you want, but I would say the best experience for this podcast is to start at episode 1 of whatever season you're in. So that doesn't mean you need to go to season 1, episode 1 of Bright Young Women. No, whatever book we're reading, I would just go to episode 1 if you really want to follow along, but like I said, do whatever you want, so have fun.
Each season's a new book.
And every day is a new day. So we're going to get into a small recap of what happened last week. And then we're going to finish off Sunburned. So Audrey, she returns to the group after being, quote unquote, she fell overboard. And then Cody, quote unquote, saved her. Look at me in my quotes. She's nursing a head wound from this, and the medical team on the yacht, they glue her head shut, don't check for a concussion, and they're like, go, girl. So she goes out, and she starts asking people, like, hey, what do you think happened to me?
Because she is an investigator from hell.
Audrey, she is a brilliant PI, for sure. So, as you can imagine, everyone's like, it's an accident. So then Audrey and Laurent, they obviously are like, no, it's not. And they kind of are, low-key a little upset about that. Then tensions escalate when Marcel, if you remember, he's the developer from the gray yacht nearby. He gets on their yacht via a dinghy. He confronts...
You're a dinghy.
You're a dinghy. He confronts the group. He's mainly pointing all his anger towards Laurent. And we come to find out in this moment that Marcel is upset with Laurent because Laurent is secretly Cebleu. I still hope I'm saying that right. Who's the true landowner in a lucrative deal with Tyson that basically fucks over Marcel. So he's pissed off about that.
Bye.
Audrey, she finds Tyson's blackmail money in Giselle's suitcase. She also reveals this to Laurent and Giselle, actually. And Cody, he reads Tyson's will. We find out that Samira inherits all his properties. Samira's his wife and, well, widow. And the rest is to be split between Tyson's 5 kids, 2 of which are Audrey's sons. Me and Yana are right. We just have to say it again because sometimes it's fun to say, I told you so, even though we told no one except for ourselves. But Audrey's twins, they don't know that Tyson is their father. Then Audrey goes into more of her uncovering PI mode.
She's really good at it.
She's so good at it. And she gets some time with Remy, and she learns that Remy's partner has a hidden sort of deal with Tyson, and now that he's dead, it puts that at risk. And she also finds the hidden item paper that Allison hid in the bookshelf, and it's Allison's blood work that shows that she was taking performance-enhancing drugs when she was competing in the Olympics. This moment ends with the group being brought to the police station. Audrey confronts Allison on the boat. The boat rocks really hard. And then Jennifer, she grabs the handle of the boat as it's rocking, and Audrey notices a large jagged scar on her torso. And this reveals that Jennifer is likely Andy, who was Ian's girlfriend. Remember, Ian is dead.
Bye.
And Andy was presumed dead.
Well, because Tyson said she was.
Right.
And everyone apparently trusted him.
And Andy, timeline 11 years ago, she fully believes that Tyson is responsible for Ian's death. So it's kind of like she's not dead and she's here seeking revenge. So that's pretty much what happened last week.
I think that's a great summary, Claire.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I wrote it many days ago.
Yeah, no, I didn't see you write it right before this. Would you like me to go over this week's summary?
Absolutely. I think all of us would love to hear what happens at the end of Sunburned.
I mean, I am
a novel.
I'm the backbone of this whole
Absolutely.
podcast. So
I'm just a little pinky toe keeping it together.
Group projects are hard. Anyway, so we pick up with, like my dear friend, love of my life, Claire said, Audrey is starting to realize that Jennifer is Auntie.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. She looks at photos from back in the day and she's like, girl looks similar.
Girl looks like girl.
Yeah, girl looks like Andy.
Audrey, again,
I know.
Incredible PI.
Yeah, no, someone needs to find her Yelp page because, anyway. So she realizes all this while they're waiting at the police station, awaiting their turns to be individually interviewed. So now it's Audrey's turn. And the officers are like, hey, we actually think you did it.
That's crazy. Sorry.
So Audrey's like, hey,
I didn't.
I did not do this. But the officers are like, but are your kids Tyson's? And Audrey's like, yeah. But like, I didn't know that like this was gonna happen. I didn't murder him. Then, oh boy, then Audrey's like, hey, there's blackmail going on, y'all.
She just throws all her cards out there.
She's like, let me tell you everything from day one.
Again, she just spills the fucking things at the wrong time.
Yeah. So she's like, hey, there's blackmail happening. And I don't know if y'all know, but I think Jennifer is someone named Andy.
It's funny because like when I read it, I was like, haha. But hearing you say it out loud, I don't know, it's like so much funnier.
But then she's like, hey, I know you guys didn't ask, but let me tell you about Ian.
Dude.
But I'm gonna like super summarize it so you don't have all the details, but I'm just gonna tell you that I could possibly be involved in someone else's murder too. I'm gonna throw up a little bit.
So funny. She's just like scrambling and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, totally.
Dude, if I was those cops, I'd be like, she's guilty.
No, I'm like, Aunt's schizophrenic.
And she has a concussion.
No, she's got glue on her head.
That's what she should have said. Hey, I hit my head. I fell overboard.
Totally.
I can't really think straight.
You know, and I don't think it's like super cool for the police to be questioning her. But she's also like, hey, I got pushed off a fucking boat. And they're like, hey, you're the one that cut the cameras. It's just cute that like Audrey didn't tell him though that like she taught people how to turn off the cameras. But it's fine.
Also, I'd be suspicious of her too if that event happened to me and then she didn't call the cops. Like,
sure. Yeah. No, absolutely.
If your life is truly in danger, why did you not call us?
Well, it's just funny because it's like, you know, she probably wasn't calling them too because like, I don't want the stuff about Ian to get out. Like all this stuff.
Stuff about Ian's already out.
But that's the thing though. Like then she goes to talk to the police and she's like, let me tell you about Ian. You know, they don't know. And she says in the book, she's like, they looked surprised. Like they had no idea.
Yeah, and then she's like, I could tell, like, kind of off guard.
But then they told her too. They're like, "Hey, you're a suspect, not a detective."
That's right. Actually, that's really mean to say because she's like a PI.
Yeah, but is she? Because she's not good at her job.
I know, but she's supposed to be.
Sure.
That sucks for her.
Yeah. No, 0 stars. Anyway, while she's like telling this story, she's like, "Oh shit! Now that I know Jennifer's Andy, her kid must be Ian's."
Yeah,
look at that math.
Wow. The math is mathing for once for Audrey.
She's like, so Auntie's probably like trying to get her revenge on Tyson because Tyson killed her baby daddy, right?
Which gets a little confusing at the end here, but keep going.
But then the police are like, hey, what if we actually saw it a different way? And they're like, we actually found in your suitcase a DNA test for your boys. And then Audrey's like, what? And so
I didn't put that
there. And then the police are like, hey, you also turned the cameras off before you went overboard. So they're like, hey, Audrey actually murdered Tyson. And Audrey's like, hell no. I didn't really consider that anyone would truly think I was guilty.
She's actually in pretty hot water at this point.
Totally. No, it's a little scary. And then the police are like, hey, Jennifer actually told us it was you.
She said that you asked her to go to her room and that you just happened to not be there at that time.
Right.
Actually, great story, Jennifer/Andy.
Sure. No, Andy's doing a great job.
You got a friend in me. Get it, Andy?
You got a friend in me. Anyway, so interview's over. Audrey walks out.
She's not feeling good.
No, and I mean, who would?
either.
But the moment she gets out, she's like, hey, I'm Audrey, so I have to tell someone everything. So she's like, hey, Laurent,
Please come get me.
Come get me. Let me tell you everything that happened. Let me tell you more about Andy as well.
It's a good thing. I don't want to.
I know. So
I'm
then Laurent's like, hey, let's go back to my place. But Audrey's like, no. I want to go back to the mansion.
I need evidence.
I need evidence so I could make it clear that Jennifer's Andy and she's doing this.
Yeah.
So
a good thought, at last.
Yeah. And at this point, we still, we don't know who the murderer truly is, but we're like, it's probably Jennifer. Andy, Jennifer. But at that moment, still, Audrey's like, hey, Laurent, I still don't fully know who the murderer is, but let me give you all the access to the cameras while I go into this house. So she does. And there's still a part of me that was like waiting for it to turn out that like Laurent was the murderer.
Yeah. I knew you were hoping for that.
I know. I just hate love.
Hang in there, listener. We're not going to tell you yet if he is or if he isn't.
Anyway, so she's sneaking into the mansion. She's trying to find evidence on Jennifer/Andy.
This is where her sandal comes into play, and it really doesn't even matter.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
dumb. Don't even worry about it, listener.
So she's like, they act as if she was climbing up like a fucking mountain, like terrain. She like gets up to the mansion. She's freaking like disheveled. Honestly, that's probably what I look like just waking up in the mornings.
Well, she has to go through like thorn bushes.
And she's bleeding all over the place.
She gets a thorn in her foot, and apparently her foot is bleeding substantially, which is important.
It is important. She's bleeding. Girl's a mess.
Girl is bleeding.
Anyway, she makes it into the house. Door's magically unlocked because the world just opens for Audrey as she needs it to. So then she like gets into the house. She's like sneaking the fuck around. She's like, shit, there's Cody. I'ma hide. Like he just goes into like the movie theater or whatever. So then she's like, now I'm going to keep going and I'm going to like try and get into Jennifer's room and find some crap.
Something. She's just like anything.
And she's like, oh, my foot's bleeding profusely. Let me put a sock over it. Because nothing like a sock to stop your gushing blood. They say that a thin layer of cotton is the best.
Cotton kills.
They also say that cotton is the fabric of our lives.
That's true.
Cotton brands sponsor us. Yeah. Anyway, so she's like, I'm bleeding profusely. I'm going to put a sock on it. She's walking around still. But her foot's bleeding all over the fucking place. So then she's like, hey, Jennifer spotted me because she followed my trail of blood behind this kitchen island. And
Laurent's
also
like, hey,
yeah, Laurent's texting her like, hey,
you've been caught.
Yeah, stop bleeding, girl.
She's like, oh shit.
Anyway, but then Audrey's like, hey, how'd you find me? And Jennifer's like, I actually saw you climbing all the way up to this freaking mansion. So it wasn't even the blood. Girl, you're like huffing and puffing up that hill.
That would be really funny to like watch someone doing that.
So, yeah, Jennifer's known the whole time that Audrey was, like, on her way up. Because the book made it seem like it also took her, like, 4 weeks to get up there.
She's super sneaky PI.
Totally.
Audrey.
But now Jennifer/Andy is here. She's got a freaking gun. And Audrey's like, hey, I know you're Andy. I'm going to try to be your friend, but I know you're Andy. And I'm going to try and get a confession out of this bitch because Laurent's listening and all the cameras are working. And nobody apparently like knows that there's secret cameras hidden everywhere.
It's capturing audio. So if she says it, it's like that's the evidence she needs for the police.
And essentially, I mean, the things we thought would happen happened. Jennifer/Andy is like, hey, Ian had this idea for desal and Tyson stole it. And Tyson killed my baby daddy and now my child grew up without a father. And
She's the blackmailer.
She's the blackmailer. She's like, I needed this money, and I wasn't going to stop at, like, the $500,000. Like, I was going to keep going to millions.
I'm just going to fuck with him,
but then
blackmailers do.
Yeah, and then Audrey's like, but girl, you killed him. And he's like, no, the fuck I didn't. I'm actually, like, just the blackmailer. You killed him. And Audrey's like, no, I didn't. So then all of a sudden, Cody shows up. And at that moment, Jennifer and Audrey are like, we're now friends in this. And we're going to go up against Cody. And Jennifer's like, hey, my gun actually wasn't loaded this whole time. So Cody shows up and he's like, hey, I heard all this discussion and I'm going to now slap you so hard across the head, Jennifer. So he like super slaps her.
I forgot that.
Yep. And then he pulls his gun out and he's like, hey, I did kill Ian. And then I did kill Tyson. And
can I just have a moment of celebration for myself? I
forgot what we bet on.
I was right. When you were reading it, were you like, fuck, Claire's right?
I actually forgot who you guessed.
I've been on Cody this entire time, just like you've been on Jennifer this entire time. You were like kind of right about Jennifer, but she was blackmailer, not the killer. I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right.
Hey, best friends. So I'm looking for a new co-host.
I was right. Anyway, go ahead. I was so gratified. I was like, yes.
I would mount your oxygen tank.
I would mount the rent. Especially after we find out.
Anyway, so Cody's like, hey, I killed Tyson because I saw the arrest report.
I also was right.
Yeah, that...
I fucking was right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, okay, surprise listener, Claire this whole time has been Catherine Wood.
I am Catherine Wood.
And she wrote the book.
I didn't. I can't take credit for that. But I was fucking right. I'm really proud of myself.
You know who I love? People who are like super humble and don't repeat constantly that they're winners.
When you're right, you're right. And it's fun to be right sometimes.
And you know what else
when
they
it's
say?
You against Yana.
When you're a bitch, you're a bitch.
I'll take that too when it's necessary.
Anyway, so he's like, now I'm going to shoot y'all. Laurent comes out of hiding. And he's like, hey, I'm going to tackle this bitch. Because I'm hot.
Laurent is, you know what?
He's smaller than Cody, but he's stronger because he works out a lot.
He's just been like good
That's how Claire and I are.
This whole time, you know?
Claire's small, but she works out more than I do. Anyway, I got the brittle bones. So then the police are coming. It's all like, wee, wee, wee. So then
just like that.
Cody's like, I'm going to kill myself. And he's like, bye. But then Audrey is like, no, I'm going to shoot you in like the arm so that you don't kill yourself. And then she's like, hey, Jennifer, I thought you said this gun wasn't loaded. And Jennifer's like, oops. So we kind of wrap up with like, hey, Cody's arrested for murder. And both for Tyson and Ian. Also, like, his admission is on all the cameras. And there's also the attempted murder of Audrey off the boat until he's like, never mind, I'm gonna save you. I chickened out a little bit. But then Jennifer's like, I'm still in love with you. All I wrote here is weird. Jennifer is still in love and it's dumb.
She's like fighting for him, but then it just doesn't make sense because she's like on this incredibly long-term revenge against Tyson, who she believes killed Ian.
But really it's Cody who killed Ian.
Right, and we're talking years in the making. And then she finds out it's Cody and she's like, okay, it's fine. I still love you.
I'm gonna live nearby the prison or whatever she freaking did.
I was like, I don't know, Catherine Wood, but I guess.
So now we're to like the after epilogue.
That's that word.
Yeah, we're now to the epilogue. And like essentially everyone's like buddy. They're all mom friends. They're like, hey, let's start a peps group with our teenagers, essentially. They're at Tyson's funeral, but also like Audrey's or memorial
like celebration
ashes,
of life.
Yeah,
thing.
whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Audrey's business is all freaking growing because, you know, she's a really successful PI. And
she does say that. She's like, we've gotten more calls than ever. And I'm like, that's crazy.
And she's like, the kids don't know they're rich yet, but
one day they will.
But I don't work as much anymore. Apparently the kids aren't very bright.
Yeah, and it's like...
She's like, you can go to college anywhere. When I read that, I was like, or nowhere, because they don't seem very bright.
Young women. Sorry.
And then the book kind of just ends with Laurent apparently moved to the States. And him and Audrey just like live together and are looking to buy a house. And they're just like this big happy family. And Cody's in jail and, you know, Jennifer fell out of love.
I thought she kind of still loved him even at the
No,
end.
I think at the end she was
She's
like,
done
hey,
now?
yeah, no. I mean, what's there left for her?
I guess to find a new one,
So
if you want.
that's it, y'all. I mean,
the end of Sunburned.
I did feel it was a little anticlimactic there at the end. I was a little like, it was a lot leading up to it. And it was fun still to like find out all the like.
It's always fun to have a whodunit.
Yes, and she was very good at like making it easy to point fingers at everyone.
Yeah, there was a part there where we were like, it's everyone.
It's everyone. It's Catherine Wood.
Yeah.
It's me. I did it.
Catherine would.
She would, and I would too. So then it was like, okay, she gets to that point of like Jennifer and Andy, right? And you're like, okay, so I guess it's Jennifer Andy.
Right.
But then you get through this whole thing and she's got the gun and everything. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, no, I'm just the blackmailer. And you're like, shit, someone's still in it. And like,
I told you that was going to happen.
I know. You're really smart. I quit.
No, but I agree. I feel like I still enjoyed it. Let's be very clear.
Me too.
Like, I would say my final rating is probably like a 3.8.
Out of 10?
Out of 5.
Who rates? Everyone rates out of 5. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I would say 3.8 out of 5. Because, like, it was actually really fun. I had so much fun reading it. You're right. She does a good job of making you point fingers at everyone. There's all these little clues that you latch onto, and most of them matter.
At the very end, you're like, yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know, the pug's pooping on the boat.
That mattered because it was Remy and his partner. Remember?
I guess.
But the one thing was the sandal. I was like, it goes to her foot bleeding, but it was like, okay, I guess. But like. I feel like it got a little goofy at the end. I don't know how to describe it. I just hated
this whole, like, happily ever after Laurent moved.
Well, of course it was going to end that way.
I know, but, like, ew.
I know. And, yeah.
I don't know.
What would you give it out of 5 stars?
What'd you say?
3.8.
I'll say 3.9.
3.8. 0.5.
8.567.
0.0005. So slightly above me. Very slightly above me.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm more like easygoing than you are.
Oh my God. Okay, here's what I want to ask you though.
Ask.
Do you feel like...
Safe space.
What do you make of what all happened with Cody? Because, can I just lay this out really quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Cody's like, nice kid. He's way nicer, has a much, clearer, straight moral compass than Tyson growing up. But then he's the one who ends up killing Ian out of anger. He obviously never kill people.
Well, he killed Ian out of anger because he went to prison.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's mad. He clearly has a lot of anger just like pent up. But then he takes the fall for it, right? He's the one who goes to prison. He still doesn't rat out Audrey or Tyson when he goes to prison as a teenager. Then that follows him his whole life. Then he kills Tyson. Everyone finds out he kills Tyson. And again, he's the one who goes to prison, and he still doesn't say anything about Audrey or Tyson being a part of Ian's death. I honestly kind of
Audrey wasn't really a part. She was a part of hiding Ian's death, but she wasn't involved in killing him.
No, but she helped hide the body.
Well, I'd help you hide the body, girl.
I literally have this as a question because there's a part in this where she says she fesses up to Laurent, because they're in love. She says something like, he pushes buttons I never knew I had.
And to you, girl.
So she opens up and tells him everything, right? Including the fact that she helped hide Ian's body.
Audrey tells him everything? That sounds like her.
He doesn't judge her in any way. And I just couldn't help but wonder. I was like, if I said that to you, like literally, let's say
that you killed someone. So you killed someone and you're like, hey, body.
No, I walk into my friend's house. There's a dead body.
And I'm there too.
No. This is a...
I'm not here.
You're not here.
Mentally or physically.
I'm at another friend's house. I walk in. There's dead body. They're like, help me hide it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to help you hide it because for some reason there's some contingency, where it benefits me too. So I do that. And then later in life, I confess to you that I did this. What would you think of me? Would you be like, oh, I get it. I get it.
I might be the wrong person to ask here because I'd be like, Claire, you naughty girl.
That's a very bad choice. I would be like, y'all know, you have to go tell someone.
Why? Why do I have to tell someone it's done? What's done is done.
I mean, like, that's a person's
Okay, once
body.
again, FBI, this is purely for the podcast, and nothing I say on here could be used against me.
I just felt that was like, I don't know.
What's the statute of limitations on these things?
If I was Laurent, I would be like, oh, I don't know about that. That's like a lot.
Like a turnoff?
Yeah, dude. Like
I don't know. You got Cody over here like, I freaking kill everyone. And Jennifer's like, I love you.
Okay.
P.S. I love you.
Okay, but shelve that. Back to Cody.
Honestly, I would have forgotten by now, so.
How did you feel about him towards the end? I felt kind of bad for him. Like, and somehow.
I don't feel bad for
If
men.
I was Cody, I would have been like, that bitch did it too. I would have fucking told everybody. But he still chose not to take Audrey down with him.
Maybe there will be a sequel. Laurent and Audrey get married.
You didn't feel weird about that at all?
No.
I felt bad for him. I was just like,
Okay.
He was a good kid. He agreed on this hack because it was Tyson's idea. And they wanted to help Audrey's mom, who's battling cancer. You know, obviously you shouldn't hack.
I mean, but you do you.
But, like, he always had good intentions. He's the one who goes down for this hack. He has anger. He ends up pushing Ian down the stairs. Not great. He goes to prison. He pays his dues. He kills Tyson. I just feel like, I don't know, it was kind of like Audrey and Tyson really had a big impact on his life. And still at the end, he didn't take them. Well, he killed Tyson, but he didn't take Audrey down with them. I felt sad for him.
I don't feel anything.
I was like, man, this poor kid, he was a good kid trying to do something helpful. And
meanwhile, I'm reading this and I'm like, bye.
I felt
Have
sad.
fun in prison.
I was like, man, poor Cody. I mean, I get why he, tried to unalive himself in that moment because, like, he's just sacrificed so much.
See, you're one of those people that would fall in love with Ted Bundy in prison and write him letters.
Ew, I would never do that.
Okay.
Cody should be in jail, but I'm sorry, I think Audrey probably should be too. But she just gets to go and live her happy life with Laurent and her kids now.
Well, I don't know, because I feel like you could also fight that Audrey was essentially being blackmailed to help hide the body, right? Because Tyson was like, hey,
she could have said no and left.
But then she'd have to tell about the hack that she was
involved. Could have gone and left and never said anything. She didn't have to help hide the body. Also, I'm sorry, if you ever find a dead body, you should report it. If there's a dead body, you should report it.
Depends whose it is.
There's only one person I can think of where it would be acceptable.
I can think of two. Tango.
No, but like, okay, so you don't give a fuck about Cody.
I literally don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about Cody. Okay, but let's put this into real life perspective.
Okay.
Let's say I did that. Let's say I hit a body at some point in my life and I told you about it. Would you think the same of me?
Maybe in that moment, but then I'd forget by next week.
I don't. Fine.
I'd be like, I feel like I have a slight recollection of somebody hiding a body, and then I'd be like, did I do it?
You would never forget that. You'd be like gossip queen of America.
I tell everyone, including the
Claire
police.
told me. Okay. Do you think that Tyson's death is Audrey's fault?
Yes.
Why?
It's not that I think that necessarily it's one person's fault. It was kind of a group effort, like we had talked about, right? Like, the only quote that I had written down is Tyson made his own decisions. He was both the creator and the destroyer of his life. So, to me, that feels like the relationships that he kept, the businesses he engaged in, the lies he told, the paranoia he had, all of that. I mean, you can also say that Tyson killed himself, right? Like, he made enemies. He treated people poorly. He lied. He killed. He also kind of got what's coming to him. But you could say he's fully responsible for his death. You could, who kills people? Guns or people? Yeah, see, we can do this.
No, and I think this is the philosophy quote you wanted to skip by. This is the whole existentialism thing.
Whatever.
It is.
Whatever.
I mean, I agree, but this is it, right? I think I had a similar quote. And while those choices may have made Tyson a billionaire, over the years, the lies had destroyed him from the inside out, transforming him from the driven young man I'd known to the cynical...
Yeah. I mean, think about, he built
really
up
did
this
become
wealth.
a terrible person.
He's a terrible person.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a terrible person even in their youth, really.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why I feel bad for Cody.
I don't, whatever.
I know.
But I'm like, I forgive you, but sleep with one eye open. Anyway.
He just kept taking the fall for everyone.
Well, Younger brothers.
Audrey's there,
Older
and
brothers?
she just is like, I didn't do it. Like, but you did. You did. They all did this for your mom.
That's true. If you really take it back to who started it.
They were all trying to help. I mean, Tyson probably was just being a bitch, but like Cody was genuinely trying to help her. And he still just keeps taking the fall. I don't know. I felt kind of weird about that. And then she kept saying like, I'm responsible for Tyson's death. I'm responsible for Tyson's death. And I kind of was like, I mean, yeah, like you said,
Well, she
I kinda
wasn't
think
responsible for his blackmail.
No.
But then she's only responsible for his death because she was like, hey, I'm going to put this arrest report on his pillow thinking he's going to see it. But really, Cody saw it. Or Samira saw it and she gave it to Cody.
I kept thinking I never
But also, like, Tyson
note.
shares a bedroom, with his wife. So, like, obviously someone else could have seen it.
Yeah.
Like, his freaking wife.
But I guess she kind of like, she was the flame that ignited the end of Cody's wire with Tyson, and he exploded and killed him. Not that killing, obviously I don't believe in
But
like,
it's also funny that,
people.
like, Cody and Jennifer / Andy were working kind of side by side, and neither one had any idea.
Yeah.
And so it tells you, how much do you really know about your partners?
What do I know about you? Are you plotting my death?
Am I even Yana? Okay, so there's that. And then I had another point.
Well, that's what you said. But Tyson made his own decisions. He was both the creator and the destroyer of his own life. That's the whole existentialism
But I was
thing.
just thinking about, like, he's the super successful dude, even though he stole the idea. But he's super successful. He makes all this crap ton of money. Like, instead of enjoying his life, he's out here drinking, like, weird green powders and, like, afraid of everyone. He didn't even get to, like, reap the rewards of his labor,
But those
even
were
though
because of his choices.
Right. So
I don't feel bad for
I don't
Tyson
know.
at all.
I feel like we could
I'll
probably
feel bad for Cody.
all think of some folks
And I'm oddly
in the
mad.
world right now.
I think maybe that's where the end rating of the book impacted me. It was like, I just feel like Audrey just gets to escape this whole thing unscathed. And like, she just happily gets to exit with a lot of money. She's got her happy family, her very successful business now. She has Laurent, her new partner, and Cody again takes the fall for the hack. I don't know. I felt the ending wasn't fair. Maybe somehow.
There was a statute of limitations that was up by then.
I don't know. I guess maybe this is just like my moral compass. Like, and
I don't have one.
Let me just preference. I'm a middle child, so I have to solve everything.
Shut out. You know who you are.
You know how it feels. And I also grew up like loving superheroes and like people that save the day, and like middle children, we save the day. So like, I feel like if I did something like Audrey did, I would feel like I need to take responsibility for that and not just let Cody take the downfall for like the thing that really they did for me and my mom at the time.
And I'm the older child and I don't care.
You're like, thanks, bye, bitches.
Yeah, someone else take the blame, whatever.
Listener, how do you feel?
And what kind of child are you? I think I just like kind of get annoyed by books. Like the entire book, how many freaking pages, 300 something pages, is so focused on also like this tension between Audrey and Laurent and the sexual chemistry.
Their
and like
sex was so anticlimactic. I'm still mad about it.
Whatever, but like I just get annoyed when after like 300 something pages, it's down to like the last 3 paragraphs and it's like, and now they live happily ever after in a home in the United States and they're house hunting together. I'm like,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, like they slept together once in this whole book.
And he pushed all her buttons. She didn't know she had those buttons.
And
don't touch my buttons.
Not my gun.
Every button is an explosion.
I bet it is.
Not in a good way.
I bet it isn't.
I'm taking that out. Sorry, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
I was like, ah!
This is an after hours episode.
Welcome to After Hours with Claire and Yana. Was that all you wanted to discuss?
I think so.
All right. Are you ready for our segment?
Trivia? Oh, no. I wasn't prepared. I didn't think about this. It's going to be hard. I just know it.
I think you're going to do better on this one.
Well, I was more invested.
This is our segment titled, What Does Yana Remember? Because if you know, the running joke is Yana can't remember anything and she has a memory of a goldfish.
One day I will remember, though, to sue you for defamation of character.
I'm going to get my tracker to track the score here. Excuse me, listener. That's me getting a pen. My apologies.
Claire's mom, I know you're listening. You raised a demon. Call her, please, after you listen to this and make her apologize to me. You know who you are. Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Claire's mom.
All right. So we're going to start with the timeline 11 years ago, and then we're going to go into present day. I'll tell you when the switch happens.
Okay.
So, what are Rosa and Audrey celebrating when they run into Tyson for the first time that summer?
What? Hold on. They were celebrating something? Graduation?
Do you want like some kind of
College break?
Remember the mom drives them to some place.
Prom.
They get out of the car.
Party.
You want me to tell you?
No.
Okay.
So it's not summer break?
So it's not graduation.
So it's not college something?
Actually, I really thought you would just get that one.
I honestly could not even remember that there was ever a time this happened.
Think back 11 years ago, the mom is pulling up to a location. They're excited. They're going to celebrate and go to this club.
Gay pride.
And they don't even know Tyson's there. And he just happens to be there. Rosa's like, oh, I hate him because they'd already broken up before.
And it's prom.
And it's...
Winter ball. Tolo.
Tell me when
Homecoming?
you surrender.
A bachelorette party. I surrender.
It was her birthday. That's a point for me. Sorry, Yanina. Okay. Question 2. What industry did Audrey, Cody, and Tyson hack when they were teenagers? I just wish you could all see her face because sometimes it's better than the entire podcast.
Some sort of bank, like a offshore something account thing, like a financial something at accounting firm, media, Warner Brothers.
Oh my!
Did it start with an H?
What?
Halitosis.
I feel like it's unfair for you to specify the exact
I think it's unfair for you to ask me this question because it didn't really matter.
No, but it's like...
This is elder abuse.
Do you surrender?
Yeah, I don't know.
I almost asked
Colgate.
you what the name of the program was, and then I was like, I can't even remember what that is myself. So it's the medical. I'm sorry, you didn't get that. You can't have it. I get that. Goodbye for you. Okay, whose idea was it to hack this industry?
Cody's.
It was Tyson. Remember, because he wants credit for it, and that's why he decides he's going to start taking money out of it.
I never read the book. Calm down.
Okay. Yana is 0.
Shut up, Claire.
Okay. That's all right. Let's be positive. You've got this.
This is how people kill
Are you
people.
cheating?
No.
Okay. What did Tyson attack Ian with when the group discovered that they knew about the hack?
What?
Remember, I made a big deal about this.
Oh, a spatula.
Good job.
A big spatula.
I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
Bonus point. What holiday was it? What holiday was
4th
it?
of July?
Good job.
That's when you barbecue.
Right. Okay. What got stuck in the filtration system that Ian built when he was living on Tyson's property?
Yeah.
This is like what sparked a lot of interest for Tyson in the filtrations.
It's drugs.
It was a creature.
That was frog.
No.
My last brain cell. And my will to live.
It was a snake.
Ugh.
You lose. Honestly, you did better with Bright Young Women. Okay, now we're in present day. So no more 11 years. Don't put your brain there, okay? What was Jennifer becoming known for, but was asked to stop once she and
TikTok.
Cody... Good job.
Have you heard of it?
What are the 2 items Tyson drinks on his liquid diet?
Coors Light and the green powder.
Good job. What is the one serious topic of conversation between Laurent and Audrey that is also a key theme of the book? We just talked about it.
The key theme of the book is mid. Love.
Would you like a hint?
I'm confused what the question is.
This is like the only serious topic of conversation.
Apart from the ones where Audrey tells him everything always.
Right. This is like a serious moment that you have about like life.
Her mom?
That is a serious topic, but no. This is when they're all celebrating and they kiss in the garbage. And they have this whole conversation about life.
And the pursuit of happiness.
Is
biggest fears before you die.
This is the existentialism.
Oh, fuck that. I don't fucking care. That's rude. You should have
gotten that.
You put that in just to be a bitch.
That's the key. I think that's
fucking
the key
care.
theme of this book.
Whatever. The key theme is murder off a boat.
Literally all these last quotes.
No.
Like, Tyson made his own decisions. He's the creator and destroyer of his life. Okay, what actually happened to the original diving instructor? The one that Remy replaces him.
He didn't feel good.
What? That was what they said.
His dog died. His mom was ill. His partner was sick. His car broke down.
I cannot believe you don't remember.
He couldn't make it, so Remy took his place.
Remember, they kind of pay him off with concert tickets because they want Remy to be the instructor so they can have the moment where Tyson and his partner meet on the yacht and make the deal.
I must have read a different book. Have read like a different version of the book.
You have to get this one. What is Sunburned code for?
Someone's listening. It's not safe to talk about this right now.
Right. It's not safe to talk about this right now. You lost by 1 point.
You lost by 1 point. I'm gonna throw you off a boat and then save you.
This time, Yana did not remember the book, but
At
what else
point,
is new?
listener, do you think I should contact a neurologist? I'm starting to actually get a little concerned.
I actually thought those were easier than what we did for Bright Young Women, so I thought you were just going to be like, boom, 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 I've got them.
Well, that's what happens when you assume, Claire. Make an ass out of you and out of me.
Okay, Yana, now that you've lost, you have to make your social video, by the way. I'm not going to forget. And you have to do it before you...
Wait, what's the social video?
Remember in the last episode
I do not remember the book. What was I agreeing to?
We agreed. Our bet was that if you lost whodunit, I won, that you have to make a social video that's like, Claire's the smartest, she's the brightest young woman, she knows everything in the whole world, and you have to post it on our channels. I'll download the video and put it on our TikTok. That's your punishment. But it's also probably going to be really true because, it's about how wonderful I am.
And humble.
I'm so humble. So, Yana, what was your food rating? Corn. In the can this time.
My food rating is, those like dirt cups?
Those are so good. Really? That was the last
like,
50 pages?
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me explain. God, I let you talk. They're all like dirty. There's like sour worms and shit in there.
I do like the sour worms.
Yeah. Shh. So then, I'm just thinking everyone was so dirty at the end there. Like everyone had a role to, well, not everyone, but most people had a role to play in the final demise of Tyson. I just felt like they all dug their own little graves. But ultimately, Cody dug the worst one of them all. Claire, what's yours?
I feel like I in my soul wanted to rate this book a little bit higher, but with the last 50 pages, it brought me down a bit. I still really liked it. Let me just be very clear, like very high rating still. But it was kind of like you go to a Mexican restaurant, but they don't do Mexican food quite that well, and it comes down, it's like it kind of tastes like it's supposed to, but it's not quite there, and so you got to put a fuck ton of salsa or hot sauce on it, and it's like it's still good. It was still a decent burrito, but you're just like a little disappointed that it wasn't exactly what you wanted it to be, not exactly what you ordered. So like a not great burrito. I love burritos.
Claire, what are you reading?
Guess what?
You finished?
I finished Crescent City.
Wow.
House of Flame and
You've only been reading it for 3 seasons of this book.
It's like 800.
Or 2 seasons? This is our second book. I'm so sorry.
It's like 850 pages. It was a journey, and it's over. And, I did the thing where once I was done, I started researching how everyone else felt, and I think I agree with all of you. I was a little let down, but I was like, it was fine. I had fun. So listen, this is what I need from you, listener, okay? I've read the full Crescent City series. I've read the full Throne of Glass series. I've read ACOTAR. I've read Fourth Wing series. What's next? what should I do next? I want it to be very romantic-y smutty. What series do I need to start now? Please help me.
If anyone knows of like a Lord of the Rings / porn,
this is like what these books are. I wish I
have
know
heartburn.
yours. Such different people.
I'm gonna throw up.
No, we'll get you an antacid.
I do. I really do.
So we've announced our next book on our socials. We're going to explore...
If you didn't notice it, follow us on our socials.
We're going to read a genre that we don't typically read. I'm going to warn you right now that, we're going to do our best with it. It's called Just for the Summer by
Abby Jimenez.
And like I said, it's not something we typically read, but we do believe that book clubs are about expanding your genres. And so that's why we've picked it. And it also felt like a good thing to end the summer with. We released a reader calendar. I posted it. You can start it at any point. You just really have to read pages 1 through 48 before, I think it's like August 28th. So grab your copy and assemble your book clubs. And if you don't have a book club, you're a part of ours. So grab your copy so you can read along with us. And listener, we're still trying to grow. So
bad.
So please share us with someone you think will enjoy the podcast. Follow us on our socials. You can always DM us or email us your notes.
Literally, y'all don't really listen to us say that.
We get a fair amount of feedback, I would say.
A fair amount of spam.
And follow on your favorite podcast streaming platform and hit that 5-star like it's Laurent. Marry that shit like it's Laurent, because I think that's what Audrey's going to do. So with that, friends, we hope you keep listening. And even if you're not reading with us, remember...
Keep on reading. Kumbaya. Kumbaya.